put your hands together for the very funny Anthony LeDonne.
Thanks, LeBron. Thanks, guys. It's good to be here tonight. Oh, you guys look so good from up here. Oh, so nice. I'm from Seattle originally. That's why I'm so friendly. I apologize. Yeah, it's a little hidden trick of mine. You probably couldn't tell because I'm not decked out in like Patagonia hiking gear the whole way. But Seattle's kind of interesting. We were named after the Native American chief Seattle, which, I don't know, if you ask me, I mean, what better way to say thanks for the land than to name it after the guy you took it from? Real good, guys. Real good. Seattle's famous for, you guys probably don't know this, but interiorly in Seattle, we're famous for the Seattle freeze. I don't know if have you heard of this? It's our own special greeting where you have a conversation with someone, goes well, you say you're going to do it again sometime, and then you never see each other ever again. Seattle's basically the guy that'll never text you back. I thought it was the same here when I first moved to New York. So like I chatted someone up. And I'm like, hey, we should do this again sometime. It's been nice. And she's like, yeah, when? And I'm like, you didn't get a hint? I don't know. I don't know how to lead this conversation anymore. So now we're married. Dating is hard though, especially when you're married. I am married, 12 years, just last December, and I'm pretty sure she's the one, so thank you, back there in that corner. It's not her. She's got better things to do. We are married 12 years, it's been good. I get confused though, because we dated for 5 years, and we went on a lot of dates. And then we got married, and then for some reason, we still go on a lot of dates. This doesn't make sense to me. I thought we dated to get married so that we didn't have to date again. I'm lost, I'm confused in this whole thing. It doesn't make any sense. Isn't the whole point of marriage, or the whole point of dating really is to find a mate, have babies, and then raise them so that they can then find a mate, have babies, and continue this whole rat race. No? Is that the whole? Not? Maybe you guys got a different book than me. But we are married. Yeah, that is about it. But we are married. I feel like date night for married people, it's kind of a victory lap, isn't it? You know, every time we're out, I'm like, hey, what are we doing out here? We already won. Like, haven't we earned the right to do this at home? But why do we have to get dressed up and spend a lot of money just to go out to a restaurant and have a fight? I don't know who walks the dog more. I don't keep track. You do. Just do this over seamless at home. The hardest part, I think, of any date, single or married, is choosing what to eat. Right? Because it's like what I want to eat and what's going to allow me to perform sexually at the end of this date without getting the meat sweats. That's two totally different things. Like, I don't want to be trying to get something going later on and then have to take a break to dab the sweat from my forehead.
Shouldn't have the chicken Alfredo, baby. I'm sorry.
Rough. But you can't, and the trick is you can't talk about it at the start of the date. You can't like form a plan. You can't say like, hey babe, are we having sex tonight or should I get the ribeye? I guarantee if you ask that, that's the fastest way to make sure you're getting the ribeye. I don't think this affects only men, too. I think this affects women just as much. You guys are dealing with it as well. So I'm always watching to see what my wife orders behind that menu. Just kind of watching, what's it going to be tonight? Is it going to be a steak night or is it going to be a happy night? So if she gets a salad, oh man, I'm going to get a salad with a side of 5-hour energy. But if she gets that chicken Alfredo, I'm going all in on the ribeye, that's for sure. I know what kind of night it's going to be. I'll be working one out in the shower at the end of the evening, singing Moulin Rouge to myself. That's fine. That's good. Yeah. My marriage has taught me a lot about men and women, how we think about things differently. A man, specifically with regard to shelf space, a man looks at a shelf and thinks, now there's a place I can put things that I'm gonna use. Whereas a woman looks at a shelf and thinks, well, now here's a space where I can showcase the specific belongings that spark joy. We live in a tiny Manhattan apartment, and shelf space is scarce. So naturally leads to some territorial disputes. Babe, your things are on my shelf. Well, yeah, hon, I thought, between the scented candles you never burn and the books you never read, I figured there was some extra room for my toolbox. Your toolbox doesn't spark joy. So now all of our kitchen cabinets are crooked, but at least we're happily married and joyful. Thank you guys. You guys have been wonderful. Have a wonderful night. Keep it going for Jabron Salim coming back to the stage.
Anthony LeDonne, ladies and gentlemen.